All right, we're live. I see in the chat Tom Lincoln's is here. He says, just waiting for this to start. Well, we're starting. Dale A's here. How's it going, man? So close to 8K. Let's go. Yeah, you guys can see it on the screen. We're literally one backer away from 8K, and it's been like that for almost a week. I'm like, it's enlightenment. We're getting tested. We're becoming enlightened through pain and suffering, waiting for 8K. But that's okay. Um, but yeah, Jared's here with me. How's it going, Jared?
I'm doing all right.
So yeah, I have some campaigns open, and we're gonna kind of just start drawing and hanging out a little bit. We'll try and keep up with the chat if anyone. Right now, people start filtering in. Actually, you know what I should do real fast? I should tweet it out. So I'm gonna give me 1 second while I do that. But I can talk a little bit while I do this. Jared, I saw Weapons the other night. Have you heard about that movie?
I've heard about it, and I think you mentioned it to me like in the last 2, 3 weeks, but no, I haven't seen it myself.
Yeah, it's a pretty good horror movie. It was pretty sweet. The only thing, it has one really big kind of like plot hole, and that is that the cops do not catch the perpetrator like ever. Even that's like part of the story is that they never figured it out, so that they kind of like covered it up. That's why it really happened supposedly, but you never heard of it. Is because the cops are embarrassed they didn't solve it. And I was like, oh, like it that's too hard to believe because it wasn't that hard of a mystery. Like there's a really creepy house, and that ends up being like the creepy the creepy house is like where everything's going down. And I'm like, you telling me the cops didn't look at the creepy house or whatever? They address it though. Like they show them cleaning up. They clean up the creepy house before the cops come, and then when the cops leave, it gets creepy again. But that's like
Right,
borderline like
right.
plot convenience kind of thing, or like yeah. So you're telling me whatever. Like, why would you even make the house creepy in the first place? Just keep it clean. They make it creepy because it's great for horror visuals or whatever. Um, but they would have got caught so easily with that creepy house. So that was kind of bugging me all the way to the end. But I thought about it the next day because it is really. I'm trying to do like not spoilers because it's good to not know much about it. But it had a really borderline downer ending that is kind of a little bit of a rug pull and a little cynical, maybe even. Or what are the words? It's sometimes movies can be mean spirited. Yeah, it's like a little bit mean spirited. And I I at first I didn't like it, and I thought about it for like a couple hours, and I was like, I actually think I kind of love it, even though I don't like it because it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. You're like, what the fuck when it all ends. But then you're like, damn, I can't stop thinking about it. So that's like a good sign. Um, yes. And then I saw a movie called uh, Caught Stealing. Have you heard of this?
No, I haven't.
Uh, it's it just came out. Stars Austin Butler plays like an ex baseball star in New York City. He's a bartender. He gets dragged into a drug deal gone wrong kind of thing. That movie was pretty awesome too. And it was a good test because it was a double feature. I saw them both. Um, and okay, I tweeted it. Fine, multitasking there. Um, and Weapons felt better when I see them both right in a row. Weapons was the one I was thinking about. But now a few days have passed and I'm thinking about Caught Stealing. Caught Stealing was kind of sweet. It was kind of a cool movie. Like it's a good idea to do. It's like a 90s or even an 80s movie. It's like all in New York City, no CGI, just like a crime thriller caper kind of thing, like some comedy but still kind of dark a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if I'd as far as like spending money to go to the theater, Weapons I might recommend because it is pretty pretty fun.
Sure,
Caught Stealing,
sure.
I'd say it's really good. It's pretty darn good, but just catch it on video. which is too bad because it's that '90s thing. Like it's fun to see just a movie in New York without fucking flying spaceships or whatever. Like when you, it's like there was a preview for Avatar, the new Avatar, and it did look amazing. Um, and that's like got to see that in the theater. But then yeah, then a movie just about a guy running around New York City. Then you're like, I'll just wait to see it on video. I'm like, I should see the guy running around in the theater. I should put my money where my mouth is. Dele says, I was thinking of going to see Naked Gun, Paulus Arts. By the way, guys, we could, as we draw, I could send the link if anyone wants to come in too. There's room for 3 for someone to like hang out and chit chat to the chat while me and Jared draw. But
I was gonna say I watched Come Drink with Me, which is like an early Shaw Brothers movie. Because right now I'm kind of in a martial arts movie kind of mood. So I actually watched that uh, last night.
cool. What one is, so is Shaw Brothers? Is that pre Bruce Lee? Is it like
I
early '70s or?
I mean I haven't done I haven't done a ton of research on the studio yet, but I think I think it was like I think the movie was like either like mid to late 60s,
Oh, cool.
somewhere around that. I think it was so I think some of it was before Bruce Lee.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say because you're on a kung fu kick.
Yeah,
There's one awesome kung fu movie that you should watch that I recommend. I kind of want to rewatch it, and it's that era. I don't know if it's Shaw Brothers, but it's early '70s, and it's called Vengeance. And last I checked, it was like free on YouTube. That might have been how I found it because if I see a weird movie on YouTube, I'll watch it because that's even weirder than like Tubi. Sometimes these are like the movies that really fall through the cracks, so it's kind of
right,
fun, and they're like
right.
free or whatever. But it might just be on Tubi now. But yeah, that one it's like there's lots of teen angst, weirdly enough, I guess, but it's like kung fu badass teen angst. Prodigal son returns to like he returns from like wandering. He's like the wandering badass. His like brother or something gets like killed in like a gang war thing. So he comes home to like chaos in the middle of this gang war. He comes home and just like starts settling the score just straight up. And it's like I'm like, that's a great plot actually. I wonder if it's like so easy to do that plot in anything. Um, but I haven't seen it done that well. Trying to think of other examples. I can't think of too many. I'm like, there should be a ton of them. But but yeah, actually, Rumblefish has that plot just a little bit right in the beginning. The badass brother comes right in the middle of the gang war, immediately wins the gang war because he's just the ultimate badass. But in this one, it's like that's just the beginning of Rumblefish, and then in that one he gets depressed or whatever and kills himself. Death by cop, suicide by cop at the end, which is weird. Uh, but Vengeance does have a suicide mission at the end. And it's awesome because you're like, this is a fucking suicide mission. And he does so well in it. And you're like, dude, he's going to make it. And then he like pretty much does. He like kills everyone. He kills like 100 people. This one I am kind of giving spoilers. Sorry. But, and he kills them like realistically. Like the way they do the fighting, you're like, dude, they're swarming him and he is like killing them because he's way better than all of them, but they're still swarming him. He's getting stabbed and shit. And at the end, he just dies or whatever. And then it ends like Kung Fu. They end like, right. You either kill the bad guy or you die, and then it ends. But I'm looking at reference here for Carnal. I'm going to do a Carnal drawing really fast. Maybe I can just grab this. Did you want to do a random fan art or a Kickstarter fan art first, Jared?
Um, I'm trying to think because like something outside of the Kickstarter realm, like that might be a good like because one of those could be a warm up and then the other would could be some I don't know.
Yeah, sounds like you're leaning towards doing outside. Because that is one you might have been stewing on more anyway, right?
Um, sure. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I can focus on that, and then we'll see where I'm at with that. And by the, I can see which one I wanna I wanna attempt.
Cool. Um, yeah, and I was gonna say we got 4 people watching. Hey, Jake, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing a carnal. Jared just mentioned it. He's like the first one's a warm up. I know, so it's like it's flattering that I'm doing carnal, but it's also I'm doing it as my warm up. So that's kind of hilarious. Um, let me see though. I was gonna show you guys. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So for people watching, Hotel Story is still live. It would be sweet if we got that one extra backer and we cracked 8,000 while we're doing this. So if anyone pops in, check it out. This book's dope. We are gonna tease a little bit of animation later too, but before we go, this stream will probably be 2 hours. We're just kind of hanging out. I got some coffee. 6 people watching, everyone. Back Hotel Story if you haven't. And yeah, let's do a little drawing here. Um, and yeah, I'll say once in a while, but if anyone wants to come in, let me know. I'll send the link. We at least one other person will let in for co-hosting kind of stuff. Jake, I see you in the chat, or Paulus, or Dale, or anyone, but obviously fine if not. Yes. Okay. So Jake says I don't mind hanging out. Does that mean hanging out in the chat, or do you want the link? I don't understand. Dun, dun, dun. I think that means you might want the link. I'll send it. Actually, cool. 1 second here. All right. What even? Oops. What is this? I got my muscle memory for Blender going, and it's totally different than Clip Studio. It's effing with me. Clip Studio spacebar lets you like scroll around on the canvas. Carnal has. I've never. If you try to draw a character, suddenly you like see them for the first time. You know what I'm saying, Jared? Can you relate to
What
that?
what what was that?
If you suddenly draw a character that you have never drawn before, it's like you see them in a new light. Slash, you like see them for the first time almost.
Right.
That's kind of happening to me with Carnal right now. I was like, what he's got? He's got lots of hair. He's got his eyebrows are kind of specific too. His hair bends forward like that, and his hairline is like that. Ooh, I think that's what I know. Yo, what's up?
Hello. Can you
How's it
hear
going?
me?
Yeah.
Good. I was lettering. I saw the stream name come up, and I'm like, I wonder if. I
Wonder if they're
wonder if.
drawing.
Yeah, I wonder if Con will end up being drawn.
Nice. See, I'm
Right.
hoping a lot of people think that.
Yeah, there you go. You want to bring in everyone who's like self-absorbed like me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you already backed, so we aren't even like guilting you. This is
Yeah.
if anything, you're guilting us.
Yeah, you better. I already like this Connell. He looks like a fucking Planet of the Apes a monkey man. I love his.
I can't unmonkify the way I draw.
No, this is great. This is him like age 50?
Yeah, this is more like Conan Carnal almost or something.
Yeah.
So you're lettering still? I thought you said you finished.
No. So I finished the lettering, but I'm doing sound effects. Which, oh, it's a whole other kettle of freaking fish. Because it's like, okay, what do you do? Like, what level? You have to be consistent throughout the whole thing. So, like, what level of effort do you put into each phase of something? The old Team Fortress 2 comics, like, all the sound effects were like one font with the same effect, and the idea was like, it's just the words of like neck snap. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a joke. It's saying the thing that's happening
Oh
instead of
yeah.
But then there's the other level of like, okay, are you trying to be percussive? Then how? Or are you only doing storytelling sounds like key whooshes or like I don't know? And obviously, if you commit to a certain level of detail on one page, it's like, yeah, there you go. Now you got to do it for everything. And sometimes you don't want to have to solve every problem to the same level of detail.
Yeah.
Because you probably just hand draw yours, right? You don't even put them in fonts.
No, yeah, and it's definitely maybe a little faster.
Yeah. Like I tried hand drawing. Dele is like, how are you doing it? Are you drawing over them like Bancroft does? Bancroft does text in fonts and then he'll trace over them with a bit more to it. I tried doing some hand drawn sound effects. They look so shit. They look so bad. Like I think Connell needs sound effects that look like a font to make them feel like a separate entity to the drawing. Because everything else is like so on top of each other. You almost need a different tool.
Oh yeah, like it'll help it pop.
Yeah. It's the only way it can stand out as if it's a font. And I was looking through a bunch of other comics to see, okay, how are people doing sound effects? And I kind of realized you don't really look at them or perceive them usually. Like you don't. And I was looking at them and like I've never really looked at these things before for what they are. And whenever I would put sound effects down, I'm like, this font sucks. This all sucks. This looks way too computery. Then I go back and look at other people's lettering, and it's like, man, everyone else's sucks. These fonts look really fonty. Like, look how comic booky all of these finally look when I'm actually looking at them. But when you're reading the comic, they actually look good because they just fly by.
Yeah. I know they've kind of vexed me because I don't even know if the hand drawn, they're kind of minimalist, the ones I do. And there was one guy did a review, I forget. Yeah, and he's like, these hand drawn sound effects that Narwhal does, they're so like idiosyncratic or whatever. And I was like, I thought they were normal. Like,
no, it's idiosyncratic. Is that like a nice way of saying no one else does them like you? No one would do this. It's idiosyncratic. Only Novel would do them this badly. Like someone could say that. Like it's like if someone raises a concept and it's or an idea and it's actually sounds bad, but they'll say, "Well, that sounds interesting." It's like no,
yeah.
it doesn't sound interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of like that.
But no, there's many idiosyncratic things about your art, and that's used in the proper term, not the cope term where you don't want to say anything bad. Inkspot's in the chat. Hello.
Oh yeah, Inkspots. What's up, man? Inkspots. We're gonna be drawing Frog G later, so stick around.
Frog goo.
Dele says nobody looks at sound effects. Readers barely look at the art. That's actually kind of funny and true.
Yeah.
Tracks how much time the reader spent on each page in its mere seconds.
Well, I liked what you said the other day. Well, yeah, it was when you were on Raptors. You were talking about how there's two types of art. One where you're looking at the art for the art, and look, oh wow, such cool art, and one where you're looking at the book, the story as a whole story, and it's more about the flow. Like, you can obviously do both, but there are people who get too in the weeds on the art, and like they don't seem to have thought about paneling, and like the art almost gets in the way. I think it's just rendering versus flow. I don't know.
Yeah, like some art, the more my style. Jared's style is a little bit like this, where you appreciate the book as a whole rather than picturing one panel that you really like or whatever.
Hmm.
And the book will kind of grow on you if you read it a lot of times.
Greater than the sum of its parts. Someone used the word gestalt, and then no one understood what. I think Bancroft said gestalt, and then no one knew what
I
he
still
meant.
don't know what that means. Yeah.
It's the sum of its parts. Like Alex Jones will be like, "Oh, let me give you a gestalt," and he's trying to basically weave together every fucking news article he's absorbed into
Oh,
one
okay.
one idea. You know what I mean? It becomes greater than the sum of its parts. It's the conglomerate of many elements working together.
You know what I still can't draw after years of drawing? Kneecaps. I'm on that for Carnal now. After years of
Yeah, I just draw. They're fine. Look at that. That's a kneecap.
yeah.
You're doing
Does he just have mud feet and that's it?
He does have mud feet. The question is, what are his real feet like? That's one of those like Simpsons style. You just this guy looks so. I absolutely love how this guy looks. This is a look. Oh my god.
Well, you know what's funny too is this is the warm up drawing, so like he's not posed. Like I can't do poses if I'm just warming up.
Sure.
But he's just standing there.
It
You know
is
what? Speaking of another thing, real fast, Jared, tell me what you think about this too. But I think one of the hardest things to get just right is the angle of people's feet to like kind of be in perspective. Sometimes without drawing the background, even they have to look like they're standing in space, kind of. You know what I mean? Like if I do that, he kind of looks like that's like a
Yeah.
rough in, but like
It's because you're drawing it in the wrong order. Like you, the way I would say should draw something is you put the important elements in place first, and the arms and legs are the connective tissue. So like the feet and the hands and the head and the torso,
you draw
and
those
then
first.
yeah, and because they're all in the places they need to be for the pose, and then you kind of like fill in everything else as it should be to connect those things.
I've heard that works good for hands. I do that with hands sometimes.
I suck at
But yeah,
hands.
a lot of times with feet, yeah. I mean, if I'm just drawing him floating in space, yeah, I might draw them last or whatever.
I used to just draw a figure and then figure out the background after. It's such a stupid way of doing it.
Yeah, that is like, I mean, me too. I think a lot of artists, when they're like in high school, even or whatever, that's your main problem is A, drawing a floating figure, then B, running out of space on the page because you drew it too big or whatever.
It's kind of why I love comics, because every panel is supposed to be cropped. It's a cropped moment.
Do you ever
Like
do this, Jake? Do you ever flip the canvas?
flip it.
Like this?
I never bother. I probably should. Occasionally, I will. You've I love that you're going for the big anime feet. So I've been working with a different artist, and they're more anime orientated, right? And so they gave it the big what is the Kingdom Hearts? They like Kingdom Hearts giant feet. That's funny.
Yeah, I like big feet. Like Mega Man, I think of Mega Man or whatever.
Yeah, these are like Sonic the Hedgehog when he takes his shoes off and he has freakishly big toes feet.
Yeah. Jared, when you were learning to draw, did you draw floating characters too much like the rest of us?
Floating characters. What do you
Like
just
in
like?
white
They're not.
on the white page, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And did you try and engineer a background in after, and you were like, man, this doesn't work?
Yeah. I mean, like I'm not sure when I started drawing, drawing backgrounds, like like right at right at the start of the drawing. Like that's been a more like that has been a more recent thing, just because drawing comics and stuff, like you kind of have to have that in mind. But yeah, I like trying to improvise a background after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only just actually saying this for the first time to somebody else. Do you have memories of like some of the very specific bad days of drawing you had as a little kid? Because there's one I always remember of like a bad drawing day where I was trying really hard to draw stuff and it was not happening. Wasn't feeling good. But I remember I was at my nan's. It was like a sunny summer's day. I was drawing on the typical kitchen board, drawing board, like on the floor, getting really frustrated. But I vividly remember I was like trying to draw Bart Simpson and it wasn't happening.
I remember the opposite. I remember good drawing days, I think. But I don't even know if I remember that.
As a kid, as a little kid.
Well, yeah, maybe there are like frustrations. I tried to draw the things I tried to draw when I was a kid. Like I'd always try and draw the Mortal Kombat logo. I could never get it very good.
But there was something you wanted to crack in the genome of the Mortal Kombat logo.
Yeah.
When this is done, be sure to save it at full 20,000 pixel resolution.
Yeah.
What is he thinking, Noel? Oh, it's the N word. Sorry, Pat.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna give him one lighting source and that's it for now. Because I can color it later, but
So do you already have stuff planned that you want to draw? Or are you gonna scout for? Because it's slim.
we'll do
Right
both.
now
I
on
saw
Kickstarter.
Critical Reads. I want to do a little wingless thing too.
Yeah, his little bird characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Critical Reads. He saw the stream. He's like, I wonder
Yeah.
if he will draw my characters. ThinkSpot says, bad drawing days are weird. I've had days where I could draw anything, then the next day it was like I completely forgot how to draw. Man, I was drawing up a Storm, famous 16 pages 1 week. I come back and I'm like, I've lettered, and so there's art changes I want to do. There's a couple of panels that need redrawing. It just does not come. It's like my brain was opened up for a week and it's like, here you go. Here's all the energy you need. And then it like closed off. It's like, we must now heal. Oh, that's an interesting way of doing it. You just took the gray and did a selection and you just brightened it. You didn't even pick a new color. You're just adjusting. That's interesting. I've never seen anyone do that ever.
Oh, really? That's like all I do. You know what? Actually, the main one I do that's a good trick. I can do it with this. I'll duplicate it, and then I think I can do it like I'll just darken it so it's just an adjustment, or no, brighten it. Then I'll drag it under, and then I do a mask on this one. Then I go
Yeah, there you go.
select, and then just want to fill with the blank. Yeah, and then it's like adjustable. So then.
Now, have you ever, like while you're at this stage, have you ever go and get the smudge tool and like smudge at the edge of some of those shadows, only in one direction only?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I might do like, I might try I do that, but I usually do like airbrush. So that's this one. So I can do it with the mask, maybe. So
Yeah, it's essentially a directional blur. You just
yeah, it's wherever
it makes it suddenly turn into a weirdly 3D model. Pre-render.
Yeah.
Critical Read says, I really like your website, Jake. Well, thank you. You should have a website that's also good, so I could say I like your website too. Unless you already do, then sorry for not knowing about it. I'm looking forward to expanding the website like Irene does when I have more books. Like I already know what I want. I want the front page to have the covers to each chapter. And if you hover over the book, they like open up and it says read chapter 1 preview, read chapter 2 preview, and you click it and it goes to a page dedicated to that chapter and it like links to the crowdfunding campaigns for it. I got it all in my head.
Nice. You know what looks good, Jake, is if I duplicate this. Wait, is it the dark? Yeah, duplicate the dark one. And just giving the shadows a subtle gradient. Like, I don't know if it's lighter or darker. I could try darker. So I go like that.
And then you'll now rub out that. Oh no, you can actually gradient.
Yeah, I just throw it across the whole thing.
Yep,
like that.
I love that too. I do that.
Yeah.
I do it differently, but I do the same thing. That's great.
Yeah. So that's done for now, I think.
No, he looks like, you know, you want to take him home. He's jumping off the page.
Yeah, I gotta save. People can't see my folders.
Not the secrets.
Yeah.
That's what you get for sharing a screen and not a window.
Look away, everyone, look away. But yeah, I think that's the first time I've drawn Cardinal. So that's
It is. Oh, yeah, I think that you didn't draw him before. You probably drew me with gout or something. There was one time on Creative Block where you drew a thing, but I can't remember if it was Connell or me or the Hedgehog.
Yeah, me neither.
He looks great. I love him. Thank you very much for making me the warm-up.
Yeah, no problem. Cool. Yeah, so Carnal. Maybe let's do new. I'll do one more and then I'm gonna work on the animation a little bit. And I'm gonna throw up Jared's real fast too. How do I do this?
Kicks and kicks, Jared.
What are you drawing, Jared?
So I'm drawing Terra from Final Fantasy VI. I'm trying to. She is like the half human, half Esper character. Like that's kind of semi spoilers from the game, but it's like the game's however many years old now. So,
yeah, no spoilers are all good.
I've
That's
recently.
and I
Go on.
go ahead.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say, I'm also trying to mess with the standard G pen tool, because usually I do like a more mono width line, but I'm trying to experiment with this a little bit. And
have you gone into the actual settings for it?
Yeah.
Okay, you have. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what I use a customized G pen for my inking, where I used to. You have a little gradient, right, that says what the shape of the pen is via the pressure. I used to have it really flat, so I could put on a lot of pressure and it would hardly move. Then I graduated from that, and now I have a proper range. I learned how to not cackhand and bully the pencil.
Nice. Ink spots is dipping out. I was literally just about to draw Frog G, but I think I will still draw Frog G. But I'll draw him extra fast now because Ink spots is leaving. No, it's okay. He's got to work.
I wonder what his plumbing issue is.
He's actually I don't. Yeah.
See, like plumbing, it seems gross and everything because it's pipes and dirt and grime, but it seems like you can figure it out as a normal guy. Like, I know how water works, but then when it comes to electric, like, oh god, using a multimeter to touch on different points of a circuit to see if there's energy flowing. No way. I don't want to do that. I feel like I'd fuck it up and blow someone up.
Yeah, I did a little electric once hooking in. I forget now the volts, but it was like maybe it's 220 a lot. It was like it takes a big cord for a big oven, and you had to attach the cord to the oven, so I had to wire it up myself, and then you have to turn it on. And if you do it reversed, it'll spark really bad.
Yeah.
And I was very nervous about that, but that one worked okay. But yeah. I watched a YouTube video kind of thing.
Oh, YouTube. Can you imagine the time before I'd been able to look stuff up on YouTube? You wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, I know it does. It empowers us all to be.
It replaced the parent. Like the parental figure used to hand down the knowledge.
Yeah, it's like less cool to be knowing all that stuff. Although I think it's still cool when you meet someone who's really handy. Because
Mm.
I'm not really. But real fast, 12 people watching it. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for being here. Here's what we got up for like possible things to draw. Frog G. Everyone, if you haven't backed these, take a look. They all look great. Frog G looks really awesome, and it's only at 48. 48's nice, but we
Get
got to
it to
get those numbers
50.
up.
50.
Yeah.
We just need 2 people, and you can get it to 50. Jason will be very happy.
Dave Brink's Perfect 10 is doing great. That one grows word of mouth every new issue. People love it. Carl the Barbarian with Jake, who's our guest host right now.
Oh.
And Wingless from Critical Reads, he's in the chat. And Hotel Story. If anyone hasn't backed this one, consider backing this. We're trying to get to 118, 8,000. We're so close.
Yeah, let's get it to 8,000. Someone just
Really?
needs to put. They went up. They shut up today. I remember checking when I woke up this morning that they weren't even there. They got a big surge over the last day, which is great. I'm intending on backing this on the last day and getting the catch up. It looks like a good read.
Cool. I think I backed this one. I can't remember. There's a handful. I've been backing a handful of books, and yeah, this one looks awesome.
Yeah, it was a little while ago. I just saw it pop up under mine on the campaign, and then I left a comment on the guy's Twitter saying like, "Good luck with the thing," and then and I think it's him looking at my stuff through that he found us, and I hung around with us for a bit. So that's cool. He's watching Creative Block. He went on your
Yeah.
promo show. It looks legit anime, like anime. So this is like a legit manga style. That has
Yeah.
just a twinge of the Western style to it, but it still feels authentic. Especially that perspective shot of all the characters, that feels like way more manga than Western.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, this is the girl that bullies him, who's a super villain. But I wonder if she has two forms, like if she Saiyans out, because then I'm like, is that her too? She gets blonde hair when she powers up, or is that a different character? We'll find out when we read it. Same here.
Yeah, I have not looked into it at all. At a glance, it's just the shot choices make me trust that the storytelling would be good. You know, you can get that sense from something.
Yeah. Yep. So I gotta pull a little reference on Frog G here. Yep. It's every time you commit to drawing something, you like totally see it in a new light. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, you just did one drawing then and did it the drawing the first time. If it was me, I would have to draw and redraw. I have to build up a model of something in my head.
Yeah. And even this, like if I try Frog G, I probably won't pose him too crazy still.
Hmm. Henry Thrine in the chat says, "Hail! Listening while running on my treadmill.
You know,
Run quick! It's after you! It's coming for you! Run!" Yeah, I'm only kidding. Or am I?
he's running on his treadmill from his refrigerator. Okay, so this is the reference I have right now. I think I need more reference. I need one more. I need two pictures. Frog G, he's got these like mustache things going on. You see these?
Yeah, is it hair or is it like frog flesh?
It looks like hair. Now that I look at it, yeah.
Can frogs have hair?
He's a plumber. Got to remember that. So yeah, he's got just gloves, a suit, not what is a jumpsuit, plumber gear. He's got a big frog face.
Should have been a hedgehog. It should have been called Hog G.
the ambulance was here outside. I was like, someone fall over? Someone died."
Did your next neighbor finally stab someone?
Yeah, I don't know. I never know what's going on with that.
Has he left you alone, or have you given him more lifts, more rides?
Yeah, I think last week he actually did knock once, and I ignored him because I was upstairs, and I felt bad. But then he hasn't knocked since then. So I was like, maybe. There's
Yeah,
stuff
if
to do,
it
just
if it was me, someone would knock, and I'd be like, "Why are you knocking? Go away!" I'd be annoyed.
Yeah.
This
You know,
guy.
what was kind of a bummer is last week is the Mormons came by, but kind of late. It was funny. 3 young lads, and I think they're on my list as I'm on their list as like this guy's like actually talk to you. He's like into it, so definitely hit him up. They're all excited. They're like, "Yo!" And I'm like, "I told the last guys to take me off the list." And they're like, "What?" And I was like, "They're like, well, we were wondering, do you think?" I was like, I'm good." They're like, "Do you think you'd come to church with us once?" I was like,
Whoops.
"No, I'm good." And they're like, "Oh, okay." The last guys, something similar happened, but they were like, "Come on, can we just read you some of our Bible? No one has said yes yet today." And I was like, "Okay, fine." And then that somehow put me on their list. They never came back, but then these guys came back and they're like, "We actually want to take you to church," because they switch out every month. They
Yeah.
get new missionaries like really fast. Like maybe it's 3 months, but I think it's like every month they get new missionaries. Swap
Do you
out.
think? Do you, do you think the same thing works with them with like scam callers? Like if you get a scam call, if you go like take me off the list, they won't. But if you go, I don't need a Cedric. Is that you? I need the pills. Cedric, I need the pills.
Yeah,
Please, I
yeah.
need my bungus wiping, Cedric. Like, do you think if you said, "Hey, this church of yours, are there like single women that go to it? Because I'm really into single women."
Yeah,
They
no, I thought about that actually with the Mormons. Because they're like, "Is there anything we can do for you?" I was like, "No, no."
can
But
I
then as soon as they left, I was like, I actually would go to your church if there's like pretty single women there. I straight
Well,
up.
that's what you say to get off the list. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I know you guys are pretty straight laced, but I've this really cool stuff called alcohol. I'm thinking I bring a lot of that. We get the we get the
Yeah.
ladies to drink it, and I think we can take this places, like,
Yeah.
and then you go like, listen, the one thing if I'm in religious settings, I just get shouty, and like if I have my knife on me, like
Oh yeah.
it's not good, man. Like then you're off the list.
I actually did go with the Mormons to their church like a few years ago in the other town I was living in. And I went because I was like scouting for pretty single women.
Oh, there you go.
And a few, well, like a few more, a little more innocent-ish. I think like I was scouting
Well,
for
yeah,
like
you weren't
wife
looking.
material,
Yeah, you weren't looking to bone.
Yeah, yeah. But there wasn't any, and it was really trashy. I didn't expect it to be like that, but that Mormon church, like it was like a lot of there people in sweatpants and stuff. And but actually there was one lady who was like kind of crazy, and she gave a presentation to the entire like group, and she had this is gonna sound like I made it up, but she had a like a what's it called, like a puppet on her hand, and she called him like Jerry, and she's like, "Jerry saw Jesus in the closet." I'm not joking.
It's a total Mr. Garrison, Mr. Hat bit in
Yeah,
real
and
life.
everyone like dragged her off the stage, and I was like, "Damn!" Like this is my one time I come to your church, and just have a crazy lady, whatever.
You should have shouted, do not censor that woman. Let her speak."
Yeah. Excuse me, I need to have a proper representation of
If Jerry isn't up there on stage, Jerry no longer exists. You don't know how imagination works. You want to kill Jerry?
They killed Jerry.
They killed Jerry. She holds up Jerry the puppet and he goes, "What is the deal about Jesus?
Yeah.
What is the deal about these golden tablets? No
Yeah,
one
that
ever
is
saw them except for Joseph Smith. But they were real. But he never let anyone see them."
all right. Let me check in with Jared.
I like his eyelashes.
Ooh, look at that. Looks so nice. That went fast.
Right.
Yes.
But now you know the curse you just put on yourself, Jared, is now you have to draw every Final Fantasy VI character.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, that's good.
I know it's not Final Fantasy VI, but I recently grew an appreciation for Tifa.
Nice.
Because like,
Is there-
You and every other
I was never a Tifa
red-blooded
person.
man in America. I don't know.
A
I wonder
follower.
if she's as popular in Japan.
Like, is this based off of like the original or like the remake or some other piece of media?
It's just I follow a Twitter account and they do like 3D renders of her wearing sexy stuff, and she has kind of big boobs, but like natural, realistically big. It's great.
She wears like a sports bra.
Not in my brain.
Oh yeah. No, that I like sports bras. I think that's part of the appeal of Tifa.
She has a very pretty face. That's what I realized. I know I made the joke about the boobs, but I was like, man, her face design's great.
Yeah. I get the impression her is a weird person, man. I'm bad with boundaries.
He trusts everyone.
I'm like, yeah, I'm bad at like telling people to leave me alone. And so
Yes, the gradient map trick. Looks yes. Very good.
oh
See?
yeah.
It's like no effort and it looks great.
Yeah, I'm trying to. This is a little too saturated right now. I'm trying to see if there's like a good balance. Maybe you can.
Yeah, you have
Right.
you have to have
Good
learned
job,
by now that
anyway.
there's people in the world who are way too pushy, and you have to protect yourself from them in advance.
Yeah, I've gotten a little bit better over time about asserting myself, but I do notice.
Why am I going that direction?
I've worked with in some education scenarios too, and one was with kids. This is like years ago, but I noticed that there was one kid in the class who was like just not shy at all, and he like annoyed me just a little bit, but you can also kind of appreciate it. You're like cheers to you, kid. You're not freaking shy at all. And I was like, man, what an advantage as a kid to not be shy. Because I was thinking of even like mathematically of my attention. I'm like, he's getting the most attention, even if I try to adjust for that.
Yep.
I'm like, let me make sure I'm working with some of the shy kids too. No matter how you break it down, he's getting the most benefit from me being a teacher working there.
You do kind of learn, even as adults, the people who end up being successful are like self-obsessed with no they aren't shy. Don't really reflect. They just do.
Yeah.
And they end up being successful just because anyone with some introspection is like, oh geez, I don't know if I should really bother that person. But the person who is really annoying has been bothering them for months. And
yeah. And at the end of the day, I don't think like annoying people is even that big a deal. Even if I picture people annoying me, like I'll forgive them instantly.
Yeah.
The thing I feel bad about is sometimes if anyone ever, it's only happened a few times in my life, but I'll sort of break, like, and I will like snap at people, and then they get their feelings hurt, and then I feel bad, and then I get mad at them because They made me do that.
You made me do something bad.
Look what you made me do. You made me hurt your feelings because you were too annoying.
That's funny. Critical Reed says he doesn't think any fan art has been done of Wingless. Critical
Yeah.
Reads, the art on Wingless is great. Why does it not have fan art? What?
I had him on the Nuge, and the story sounds really good to me. Like I really like the plot pitch.
Rappour says, "What is the background noise?" I can't hear any, so it must be me.
I have a fan on my computer going. It could be that.
I have headphones strapped to my head, and I can't hear nothing. And I'm very audio sensitive. Let's see. Rappour. I'm gonna mute. See if it's me. Okay, I'm back. That was enough of a sample.
Yeah, we'll
Critical
see.
Read says, "Long story. Still trying to figure out the space after 7 years." Yeah. I reckon it's find the space where people will figure you out already, like prefigured. Like going to Newgrounds with Connell, it's like, okay, this is literally the people for Connell.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. There you go, Rapport says it's me.
Oh, it was you, you son of a...
Yeah. Son of a bee. It can only be the air conditioning, but I don't want to turn it off.
Yeah. Should be holding the wrench.
Is that all on one gradient map? Do you have a gradient map layer, Jared, or have you just gradient mapped the grayscale?
So I took the gradient map and then merged it down and tried doing like just rendering on top of that afterward.
Okay.
All right, I think I should probably move on to a new piece because I'm probably about to overwork this one.
It looks great.
Cool.
You
Thank
could
you.
do you could do 9 of those and make a set of trading cards.
Yeah,
Right.
you could sell them at cons because they won't arrest you for copyright. Do Shadow and Mog are my two favorite FF6 characters. But I haven't played that game. My friends played it when I was a kid, so I know a little bit about it.
What was the last one? Mauve, you said?
Mog.
Mog. Okay, yeah.
Critical reads. You should. I mean, there has to be places where you don't have to be on streams jangling keys around to get people to love what you're doing, because your art's very good. There has to be people like a place where you could find like-minded individuals on that Dom Bluth-esque. But yes, I saw a tweet with that story when you were talking about the comic you made in reaction to it, and it made me very sad. That's the most horrible thing that can happen to someone.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Critical Reads.
Very sorry to hear about it. I'm glad you're still creating, because, like, I don't know if I would.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna throw up my Frog G.
Frogug. Show the frogug. Hey!
I ran out of space.
You ran out of space!
Digital, you can fix that so easily.
Well, there you go. You just cut the resolution in half.
Yeah. I don't
You know
care
what?
about resolution. I hate resolution.
If I have to resize something, I'll always draw over it again, so the lines are clean.
Oh yeah. I will never do that.
No, we're very opposites. It was very fun.
I don't know.
What would it take for you guys to do a full animated movie, very limited animation of Hotel Story?
Well, oh yeah, okay, so to answer that realistically, Jared, I want to hear your thoughts too, but I feel like it would still take like 100,000 wouldn't even be enough. And it would take like, I don't think 3 years would be 3 years, like maybe, uh, like 200,000 in 3 years. Maybe we could do a limited, because it would be a 2 hour movie.
And so would that be the level of animation that you did on that first trailer, or are you imagining something more, or
Maybe slightly better than that. Like, we have a new animation. I'll show you guys the whip. We can, I'll pivot to that now real fast. Come back to this.
it's like because you guys can animate, and that's like the Saturday morning cartoon that sells the toys. It's got to be utilized somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, as far as we do it for our trailers and stuff, but
Yeah.
I think it did help sales on the first one, the cool trailer.
That trailer still works for the second one, though. You should still be having it around.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Frog G, he has a beard here. Oops. Okay.
It looks great.
Yeah, coming back to this one. Frog G. Yeah, let me see where this is not the right one. Hey, Lord Raptor Jesus, what's up, man?
Hello.
I got all the Lord Raptor Jesus songs stuck in my head. I was telling him.
What's the song?
Lord Raptor Jesus, is this the end?
Is that one of the Suno digital? You don't know what Suno is. Only he does. We're the only two people, Raptor, who know what Suno is around here.
Is that AI or is it?
Yeah. You just type in whatever into, and it'll turn it into a song.
Because it's good. Yeah. Crap. Which one is it?
Damn it.
Charlie says those songs haunt him. Suno has come a long way. Like you can now edit the songs after they're done and like replace parts of it and it extracts just the lyrics. I also wonder if you can sing lyrics yourself and then like get it to replace you with a different singer and also generate music. But I haven't looked into it. I have no time to do anything. Look at that guy. That is cool. This is great. Look at that guy.
Oh, this animation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raptor saying it's his first song. For some reason, the first version of any song is always the best that it does. And then you can try like a million generations and it never gets it right. I think because it's like changing the tokens, like the randomization tokens on the back end, and it'll like never go back to those original values.
Yeah.
I wish it let you mess with the values basically.
There's one with the chick singing too that is my favorite, but I actually can't think of that one.
I hear music in like the supermarkets and stuff, or just out and about, and it sounds AI to me now. And I don't think it is, but it sounds like it to me. I'm like, is this fucking AI?
It's unfortunate in a way, but it's just the way.
Also, you guys don't even know who this is. People in the chat might not know. Calliope Mori. She's like a VTuber. I'm hearing VTuber music in the fucking supermarket. I'm walking around getting groceries, and I'm like, is that who I think it is? And it's freaking Demon Dice. No one knows what I'm talking about. Terrible conversation. Henry Thun says AI is so good we think real stuff is AI now. The music is probably heavily modulated on the voice anyway. And partly why it sounded AI is because the song focuses on just lyrics. And like those Suno songs, it's just talking, 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 right? Like there's never an instrumental bit. Like people don't realize with that music, you can just type in like instrumental breakdown and it'll at least take a break from singing lyrics. Like you can actually write those things so it's not just constantly talking, talking. And some people are so bad at writing lyrics that it even Suno can't figure out how to make it sound good. And that's hard because Suno can make anything sound good.
Yeah.
Like you can put in brackets chorus and then like just repeat some words, then it'll know it's a chorus. And like breakdown and intro. You can use all that language.
I'm just doing a little bit more on this voice acting. I had to kind of remember how to do it as I went, but there's only like 4 mouth positions kind of that you to do really good voice acting. You got to do like e, and then ooh, like e ooh, and then open close. Ah ooh ah ooh. There's only those 4. You can do pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And you could make it 6 if you go e ah, like really pulled back. But
There's a much wider phoneme set for doing like if you make a fully fledged 3D character, all the characters in Holofist have like TH, S, F, V, FV. Like there's more, but just to make it a little more realistic. But yeah, when you're doing animation like this, you only need like 4. Did you know in freaking in VR chat you can set up a character and you have the full set of phonemes as blend shapes, and it'll just take whatever you're saying out loud and it will actually read the phonemes from what you're saying. And it was doing that like right at the beginning. And it animates the character's mouth through all the correct phonemes with whatever you're saying through the mic. I kind of think it would be cool to do a show in VR chat because you can set up cameras and it can like render out, I think. And you can wear VR headsets and be in there. It'd be like a pain in the fucking ass, but yeah, we'll create a block room.
yeah.
I did
Yeah,
think
but
going.
or just I like did it and I hit play and then it doesn't little things will be off and I don't know exactly how to fix them and I
We can't hear what he's saying.
yeah.
And you don't want to share audio anyway, because then we'd hear us.
I mean yeah, I can share we'll play it when I get it all the way I want it.
Hmm. I kind of thought once a fun marketing thing would be make a location from your IP as a VR chat map, and like the characters are in there and stuff. But like, yeah, that's all it was. It was like a place to go.
That's cool. That could be like the creative block characters.
Hmm. Yeah, I was so depressed yesterday because all the sound effects I was trying to do just looked fucking crap. They look so bad. But I cracked the code just before going to bed, and this morning I've woken up and it's been very fun.
Cool.
Raptor says he's enjoying the Drawstream, but he's gonna have a smoke break.
Cool.
I always wished I got into smoking.
You wish you would have gotten smoking?
Yeah, it's just something to enjoy that I don't enjoy it. I think it tastes like shit. And then when I tried vaping, it just made me really on edge. I suppose because I was getting like a year's worth of nicotine in like 5 minutes, but Sock says special smoke break. I'm on the other side of the I'm more straight edge than ever now. Because I'm really worried about closing my third eye when it comes to productivity and imagination. Like when you're in a good spot,
Yeah, what? So you don't want to? Would you say you don't want to smoke
close the
because of that?
third eye. Yeah. I think if I was to drink or do weed or anything, it would fuck with the current preferable alignment of brain chemistry, which is serving well. So I won't even drink currently, which is very boring of me.
Yeah.
That's great mouth. He's the angel guy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that might be okay.
Can
I think I
you
might have got the ones that I really.
you should say what he's saying as it goes through the timeline so we know what it is.
Yeah, what does he say? If I play it, he goes, I
Doesn't say.
placed a portal on the roof to help them get people out, but it won't be open forever. Something like
Yeah, that matches. I saw it.
that. It matches close enough. I might still tinker with it, but that's enough. Let me try actually the problem is to export it does take like 4 minutes and it overloads my computer.
Hmm.
Well, it doesn't overload it, but it makes me nervous that it would overload it.
Do you just have mouth shapes that you pre-drew and you drop them in? You drag and drop them, or did you draw them each time?
If they repeat, I can but I draw them each time. But there, if his pose is the same, then I can repeat it. But
God, it's too much effort. But it's just so much effort.
oh, but you know what I did learn on this one? I did it pretty fast, and I have the mouse on a separate layer, and that's a good way to do it. But I realized too late. So if I do this again, there's one thing I would change is that um, the mouth can actually animate the head too. Like if you say up,
Uh-huh.
like up or anything with your mouth going real big, it's like your nose going up just a little bit also looks really good.
Uh-huh.
And so then I would almost want to keep track of those also, and I would animate the head because like see I have his head is like not animated. See here,
Yeah.
and
It's,
I would
it doesn't need to be. It's already great.
yeah yeah maybe
It's whatever you want to
um
do. It's your art. Oh, this is directly in Blender too.
yeah. I know Jared animates in Clip Studio. I'm gonna have him show me the ropes a little bit because that honestly could be better.
You can move the camera around a 3D space though, right? Can you do that in Clip, Jared, or not?
I mean, I mean, I think to a certain degree because I know you can import 3D models in Blender. Like, I don't know if you can actually move the camera in 3D or if you just move the 3D model or not. I haven't looked too deeply into it, but for what I'm trying to animate right now, just the tools that Clip Studio has works well enough, and it helped. Like I've noticed that when I've tried to draw, like when I've tried to do 2D animation, or when I've tried to do hand drawn 2D animation in Blender versus Clip, it's easier for me to do like cleaner lines and all that in Clip, and it's a little bit easier for me to add color
Mm.
and stuff. So I haven't. I guess like right now I'm more in favor of Clip Studio, but that's also because I haven't done as much in like I come from Flash, so like that's what I'm more comfortable working with.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
um
yeah. I need to do something in Clip because I might I could totally imagine it looking cleaner because even this was fun and it went pretty fast, but it's just not a super professional look. It's still fun, but it's even for me, I can tell it's kind of a little
Because
rough.
there's some, like, I will say there are people who are able to work with Blender 2D, with 2D animation in Blender, and they somehow they're able to get like really like TV quality, like not just in like frame by frame animation, but also like cutout animation and
Hmm.
like more like UPA style stuff, like like done in a way where it doesn't look like it was like where it matches like the quality of 2D animation and in some cases like feature film.
Yes.
So I mean, it if I dedicated enough time to it, uh, that would be, that's always an option, but
Hmm. Yeah, my entire if I was to do it, I'd be like, how simple can we get this? Like you've both seen the animations I did. I wouldn't even want to go further than that. Doing like properly drawn, colored version of that would already be too much. I think the radio play is what sells things a lot, but just getting the sound design right and the timing of everything, so it's like a radio play that just has some illustration to it. But look at that magic.
Yeah, the first export didn't work because it's too many
Hmm.
programs on my computer, but I'm trying again.
Sock says, "What program are you animating in?" This is Blender.
Yeah, this is Blender.
I I really need to learn Blender. Like I can do really good 3D in Maya. Like I learned, or Maya, whatever people pronounce it. Like I can rig characters. I can like have all the facial expressions set up, ready for dialogue. But Blender, I've never rendered anything out. It just seems like Blender is an everything toolkit where because it's so open, people are making cool stuff for it for free. Like all of the all of the not safe for work artists doing 3D stuff, they're using Blender. I'm very jealous of them. I want to be able to make very nice rendered illustrations of the characters.
for me, I think it might be good if Blender had a like if at some point there's like a separate, because right now, so how right now Blender is becoming like it's like they're starting to incorporate a lot of things in it, like they're trying to incorporate 3D animation,
Mm.
2D animation, video editing, video compositing.
Mhm.
Um, like, and they're like for the most part they work really well for a lot of that, but there's still some things where things don't still aren't quite up to up to task, like for the video editor, like it's kind of a pain to work with audio.
Mm.
And so I kind of feel like, since Blender is open source, like maybe there should be a branch of Blender where like where they separate it out into a separate program,
Program, yeah.
right? Because like it could be somewhat similar, and like if you're working with the source code, like you can incorporate things that work that you could it's possible to make the workflow better, like between different branches of the original uh of the original source file, because I think trying to cram everything into the one program has the potential to really bloat it and uh, make it somewhat inefficient, or like
Mm.
it could, or kind of uh, it like yeah, I'm at a loss of words right now, but yeah, if
Well,
you have
it's hard to break into because you're trying to learn 50 things at once if you come at it, but also a jack of all trades is a master of none. If it tries to do everything, then is it going to be good at any specific handful of things, or
Right.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that.
it's like Source Filmmaker is a jack of all trades. Like it tried to be that too, right? But it's definitely not as in depth as Blender. You're not modeling in Source Filmmaker. You're just animating.
Yeah. Yeah.
John's logbook says hello. That's when you moved out the way so you can make the background for your avatar thing.
Yeah, I captured a sound effect of a cigar puff, and so it caught the background. Gotta listen.
I just download YouTube videos. I just go on YouTube and type in wind blowing sound effect or sword clank sound effect and then download it.
Yeah, that's sort of what I am doing. But I just captured it. There, see, there he's puffing. So I'm gonna drag this right here.
You got bats in the chat saying, "Heyo, hello."
The puff. Nice.
You can't even hear it, but
I know. There's one other puff later.
I'm sure it was a very gratifying puff.
Check out. Do you see Jared's shots? They're cool.
Yes.
Where
Is it like
puff?
a last time on? Is it like basically discussing the goal or something? Like,
Yeah. This is the first page. It's like a catch-up page, and we just straight up animated it. So it's a page in the comic, but it's the first page.
cool.
And he's like, listen up, recruit. This is what the situation is. Whatever.
And it is the guy who voices him like a guy you know then?
Yeah, a guy reached out to me. It's Infinite on Twitter, and he's actually super talented. You should add him to your Rolodex too, Jake.
Okay.
And yeah.
I want Citizen Ronin to make music for me. I don't want to have to use AI to make all my music. I could pay someone who's a real person. Infinite. I feel like I've seen him, and I'm not confusing him for Infinitale Chronicles. I think I've seen a person called Infinite. No, but right. Oh man, today was a fucking great day. Figuring out sound effects and actually feeling good about that. But then also, I wrote a whole outline for a 30-page side story, and it's great. It's really good. But I want to have the first three main chapters laid out, like written and laid out, and the first three side books written and laid out, where dialogue is final to the point where I can go and hire actual, because to hire a proper voice actor, you pay them for 2 hours at a time. So if I am very lucky enough to go get Space Dandy's voice actor for Connell, that's 2 hours worth of dialogue that I need to fill. And I think if I have 6 books worth of dialogue to record, then that's 2 hours at least.
Yeah, that'll be a cool plan. I think that's a good plan that you're doing.
And I want to I got to get all of the main characters, I have to give them enough screen time where they'll have a decent amount of dialogue to get the 2 hours. Like, because I want to get Bruce Elliott to voice. I can't mention the character yet. No one knows them. I want to get the guy who did Ainzul Ghul from Overlord. Ainzul Ghul. Like the skeleton guy from Overlord to do a voice. I don't know who would do Slugsy. I don't know Slugsy's voice.
Yeah, finding the voice that matches just right is hard.
Hmm.
You could do Slugsy.
Oh, I couldn't.
You don't think
I don't know what it would be. Like, what would it be?
Yeah, if you picture him, actually, you know what would be a good Slugsy? Is it like the lisp gay guy, voice from like The Simpsons or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah, Cecil.
Yeah,
No. The really a lispy? Oh yeah, because he's a slime ball. I suppose you could interpret that as a lisp. Who's the lispy gay guy? You mean the one who's
when he's
like,
like, "Oh, really?"
oh, him? The yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh, hello, Carl. Would you like to buy some precious gems by any chance?
yeah. See, that could maybe work out.
That'd be so fucking annoying.
You know that
Everyone,
voice for? Or, sorry, go ahead.
no, go on.
You know that that voice reminds me of a character, like the English dub of the character from Ruin Explorers. I don't know if either of you have seen that or not.
Never even heard of it.
It's it's a 4 episode OVA. It's set in like like high fantasy. It's like these two like as the title says, Ruin Explorers. There's a merchant character in it who has the same voice as what you were doing. So I
Ah,
don't. So that might be that could be a good point for research if you're
you'll have to send me a link to it through a
sure,
DM. That
sure.
says if you need good voice work, check out my Ultra Xenophobe series. We do a series, an animated voiced thing.
Oh shit.
I really want to get Mindy's voice actress from Hollow Fist to voice Truffle, but I would feel a bit embarrassed. Hey, do you want to voice this mega slut from my comic book? Oh, hello, nice, normal voice actor person. Come and voice this massive slut pig woman, please. Angela's in the chat. Hello. Oh, they have that says audiobook by chapter. Also awesome one. I don't know if I said hello to you, but hello anyway. Jared, are you drawing something else?
Yeah. I'm trying to draw the what I think the main character from Wingless. Like I'm trying to give that a
Ah.
shot. I'm not the greatest with bird characters, so I hope this is turning out all right.
You will be the first person, apparently, to ever draw a fan art of him. Why is
All
Iron
right.
Mouse? Why is Iron Mouse trending? Oh, that's a lot of AI on. Hey, you know what's cool about Kickstarter? The number for how much people pledge doesn't go down if they error out. It just stays there. So Connell is definitely at $9,415 right now.
Yeah. Let me. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Check in with Jerry. Oh, nice. You can draw bird characters. Looks awesome. Critical
Yeah,
Rage,
originally,
are you seeing
sorry,
this?
but yeah, originally I had it cropped. Whoops,
You deleted it.
I had it about
Hold on, you're roboting, Jared. Repeat what you just
Yeah.
said. Or give it 1 second. By the way, there's 20 people watching. Thanks everyone for being here. We're just hanging out. We're doing fan art of Kickstarters and animating some stuff. Jared, just speak real fast. Let me see if you're back.
Nope, you ain't back. I realized my mic was on the wrong mic. So now it should be
Let me
better.
see. I uploaded it to assets. So I can maybe play the. Or Jared, you're muted actually. Right?
He might have tried
Hello?
to fix it. Oh, there we go.
Hey, you're back.
Cool. But I was saying, like originally I had it cropped like this, you know, just for the sake of efficiency, but I decided, you know, I should go ahead and try and do the full body.
Yeah, you got to give him his legs so that
Right,
people can know he's missing his arms. They feel it.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. Wingless. Is that because you didn't want to draw any wings?
No, he's wingless in the story. He's like the. I think Critical Reads hasn't seen these movies, but
Fuck.
there's movies called The One-Armed Swordsman. Speaking of Kung Fu, Jared, that's like Shaw Brothers, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, yeah. I know there's like a one-armed swordsman, and then I remember a long time ago I watched I watched a martial arts movie. I think the main character had didn't have had both arms missing, so it was all leg leg martial arts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like what Critical Reads in my mind, that's like what it's like what he's going for is like
Yeah.
Kung Fu with whatever handicap, basically. Down by the river today. I uploaded it to media assets. Let me just see if it even tell me. Can you
Listen up, recruit. Salome is trying to sacrifice the entire hotel to God knows what. Our boy Adrian got in, but we haven't heard from him in a coon's age. He's likely got his hands full trying to save who he can while also trying to disrupt her spell. I've placed a portal on the roof to help him get people out, but it won't be open forever. For now, all we can do is watch.
Yes! Yes! Glorious! Yes! There was so much. That has so much soul. That is pure soul.
Yeah. I still want to tinker with the voice acting a little bit, but it's coming along.
How would you? Oh, you mean the just the lip animation, the lip sync? You mean?
Yeah. But yeah, thanks to Infinite for Infinite's voice is awesome. Works great in it. I gotta send it to him too.
Full tilt soul. Yeah, Dele says it was great. The music elevates it. Yes, indeed.
Jared did the music.
Jared, can you just do all music? Like, is music fine? Do you struggle at it and can only do limited amounts of it, or can you just do music, Harry Potter style?
I would I do struggle. I mean, I struggle a little bit with music. Well, not a little bit. I like it's harder for me to come up with music than it is to to kind of work on a drawing, because I think with the drawing I can, you know, I can work it until it's, you know, decent, because there are there are, to me, I feel like there's more rules that I can check myself with if I'm trying to draw something, like if the anatomy's off, or if there's some kind of composition issue that I'm having, or color issue, you know, that can be resolved with a little bit of time. But I think with music and sound, it can be a little bit more abstract. You know, there are you could try and implement more. You could look into more music theory and correct it based on that, but sometimes but it is a little bit harder to get to an end result for that for me. So like it takes a little bit more, like a little bit more blood, like a little, like, yeah, just like a little bit more struggle.
For the frustration from, yeah, it, at least with a visual you can see that it's looking good and nudge it towards different directions. Maybe with music it's harder to sketch the music out.
Right, right. And I think it does help, like if you're like if you, because I haven't been doing a whole lot of, like I haven't been doing much music stuff recently, just because I've been more focused on trying to level up more of my art
Hmm.
skills. So it takes me a little bit to get back into the music mindset.
Yeah, to like do them both at the same time, you can't really do that. You have to like transition or whatever.
Man, Harry really is a legend. The animation and the music, just
He did
crazy.
that fake Resident Evil thing.
Yeah, he does
Yeah, yeah,
music
I
too,
watched
man.
that.
He does
Oh,
music.
yeah,
He
that's
does all the
cool.
music for the scores for his stuff.
Cool. Let's watch it one more time.
Yes.
Listen up, recruit. Salome is trying to sacrifice the entire hotel to God knows what. Our boy Adrian got in, but we haven't heard from him in a coon's age. He's likely got his hands full trying to save who he can while also trying to disrupt her spell. I've placed a portal on the roof to help him get people out, but it won't be open forever. For now, all we can do is watch.
Bow. Yeah, the music is the best part. But and the voice acting. I guess that is kind of how animation goes a lot of the time. But
Yeah, it's the radio play, I'm telling you.
I
No,
think
go on.
for the next animation I want to test Clip Studio though. Cuz
Neat.
yeah, to see if I can do cuz this is fun but it's still not TV quality. And I was kind of trying. I was trying my hardest, but it's just I don't know. Maybe if I went extra slow, but I'm not too interested in going super slow. So maybe Clip Studios ticket.
Does Clip Studio, Jared, essentially work the same as Flash? Video animation principles? Does it have symbols or is it just frame animation?
Uh, I would say it definitely leans more into like frame animation or frame by frame animation. So uh, there are some workarounds where you can nest some, like you can where you can nest certain objects. Like if you save, like, let me see if I can pull up one of my files of it. Where not that actually that works. So let me bring up
Because there
the
is Adobe Animate, which is what Flash is now, right?
right,
It's the Flash of old. That's the
right.
one I was considering getting into that for 2D.
Yeah, I would say, like, I think that is still a viable option. As I know a lot of people, like in the industry, who, like in the industry, like they wanna, like they're more focused on Toon Boom, or I think TV Paint also, but like both of those programs are super expensive. And then what is it? Animate is on, like Animate is part of the Adobe suite, so it's like if you're willing to pay a subscription fee to Adobe, or whatever. So it kind of uh, I mean it depends on like what you're like. But yeah, I was debating whether or not I was going to do more animation stuff in Animate or not, but I did experiment with this because like I already have a license for Clip
Yeah.
Studio, so I might as well give it a shot. Um, but I did I don't think, I think because Clip Studio handles vector differently than how like Illustrator or Flash does. So I mean, I don't think there's not as much of a as much of a one-to-one match between the two. But I did like as far as if I wanted to nest an animation here, then like I have I don't know if you can see my screen now. Okay.
Hold on, I'll add you.
So like I have this open right now. Like I have I have a like a main timeline that I'm using for it. And I have a like for Bruno, I have him imported here as as an object file or a file
Yeah.
object. So that kind of works similar to how you could nest how you can nest like
But just because
moving
it's a
clips or
drag, it's because
graphics.
it's a dragged in like live element, so you can move it around and it wouldn't re-rasterize all the time and blur. You can
Right,
just do the whole thing, yeah. So
right.
is it kind of like if you were doing a GIF animation in Photoshop?
Uh,
Have
it
you
would
ever
be
used?
it would be pretty similar to that. The one thing I do like about Clip Studio is that and I'm still working my way around how Clip Studio works, like as far as animation. But
Mhm.
you can like it kind of treats cells as if they were a physical object. You know, like let's say let me open up a let me see if I have like this one before.
That says they're just starting and they're wondering how Clip deals with vector and why would you bother using it? I guess you'd use it if you wanted to scale stuff up without having to lose resolution, but I don't bother using vector stuff in Clip Studio.
Right. I mean, yeah, vector definitely is good for if you're trying to scale. Like if you intend to rescale things, that's good. And then I would say it's also good for flats too, because you know when you're trying to make flats for an illustration, like you want the flat to be like you want the edge of the flat to be kind of in the mid, like right in the middle of the line. You know, especially if you're going to print. You know, because offset printing will, you know, like sometimes the plates uh don't align perfectly, so like you'll have the you'll have color shift on the page, and
Yeah.
just having the flats underneath the lines like right in the middle, it helps to alleviate that a little bit. But like and having vector, you know, having a vector path helps to like keep like helps to keep it right in the middle. Like I use really thin lines on this, so it's not the best example, but uh and that's
Yeah, for flatting, I use the bucket tool, but I change the settings so it's you do it on a new layer, but it looks at the layer above where the line art is, and also it expands it by a few pixels outside of the area. So it gets pretty good flats from just using a bucket.
yeah, yeah.
And then you can, because they in old school comics there was the process called trapping, and trapping the lines is where you would take the flat colors, it would bring them all in, but it would also have like a thin blue line under where the I think this is what it was. Maybe you just get rid of the line completely. But yeah, trapping the lines. There was like a whole Photoshop plugin for doing it.
Yeah, because I'll have to look into I'll have to do some research on that because I'm not super familiar with trapping.
Yeah, maybe it's a term that no one uses. There won't be any YouTube videos.
You guys kind of went over this, didn't you? Did you see this question?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you would use it if you're animating because you'd probably want to rotate stuff around.
yeah. Also, I think vector lines are kind of useful for cleanup for doing cleanup on animation or tie downs, just because I can even do it on here. Like right now, I'm making a new vector line, and let's see. Let me think of what I'm trying exactly what I'm trying to say. So if I wanted to, okay, so if I do like if I wanted to, so here's the rough here's the rough drawing okay, so let's say this is the rough animation stage, and this is a rough drawing of a keyframe, and then I pass it off to someone doing cleanup. So if I'm using a vector line, I want to try and match that, assuming that the rough is clear enough. Like let's say I want to try and match the rough drawing as closely as possible. That's this is pretty like this one be like this like I can this isn't very clean, but I can redraw it with vector if I need to, depending like I can actually, let me click on it right now.
You just
So
mean
you can
you can easily adjust the line. You mean?
right, like you can see all of the anchor points on here, and like if I wanted to simplify the vector line, I can go to a correction tool I have set up here. I can go over it a bit, depending on how simple I want it to be, and it cleans it up a little bit. And just the fact that it is a vector line, so I can move the anchor points from around.
Hmm.
Cool.
Is cleanup's the task that animators get started on, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're making that look. That would definitely come in handy for animation. You're making it look
Yeah,
easy when you get like the muscle memory. It goes fast.
right.
Cool, yeah, because that looks good.
And then like another thing I like to do sometimes, and this is just like my old like my Adobe Illustrator mind coming in. It's like with control points, there's a switch corner thing that you can use on the anchor points, where you can switch the corner from being like a sharp corner to making it a curve.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't like it. It kind of comes in handy if you're like I guess it's not as common as you would need in Clip Studio, depending on like if you're on illustrations or whatnot. But like I've used it a few times, like for speech balloons, because sometimes like if I have a speech balloon that butts up right to the edge of a frame,
Uh-huh.
then that can come in handy if if for some reason like if I can't mask it or something.
Cool.
I think I kind of went on a tangent, so like I don't know how much
That's
of that
okay.
made sense or.
No, it's useful to get a little bit of the Clip Studio animation thing. I
Yeah,
should
you're
have.
just saying it's
You were
easy. It
talking about
makes
it
it.
earlier. I should have been paying more attention.
You're essentially saying it's easier to edit the line.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because all of these lines are vector too, and like another thing too, because like I think Pear had suggested that I start using vector line for some of my drawings, but there with let me go back to this one.
Yeah, I don't like doing it for illustrations just because it definitely feels different, and I've got really comfortable using like a specific customized G pen, and I wouldn't want to use anything else.
Right, or you go ahead. You can.
No, but I'm
I,
sure it would be easy to relearn. But yeah, I don't want to.
by the way,
Yeah,
guys, in about 10 minutes, I have to end the stream, just so everyone knows.
sure,
Cool.
sure.
There you go. You got Frog G, you got Wingless, you got Carnal, you got Lizard Woman from uh Final Fantasy.
Terra.
Yeah.
Yeah, and John's Longbox popped in too. It'd be fun to draw his characters. Maybe we can do one more of these before the campaign ends. We'll do some more fan art. Here, I'm gonna throw up so people see the campaigns. Oh, Hotel Story, of course. Look at this. I'm the chat can feel the pain with us of waiting for 8,000. Feel the tension.
Fuck.
In there.
I think he'll have less of an impact from like the musical chairs on the last day. Because I did. Because I had some people who were like big backers. One of them changed their mind. So it was like a weird musical chairs day. You'd get new backers coming in, old ones leaving. I think you'll have a less of a. You've got to beat me. You've got to beat me on the last day. Hotel Story's got to defeat the evil of me.
Yeah. Yes, but yeah, Carnal. Yeah, this is the evil. Back this one too.
Yeah, we're nearly at 7,000% actually. So if someone backs this, there's people in the audience who probably haven't. I'm not on here that often. Go get it.
Yeah.
Hilarious comic.
Here's Wingless,
This looks fantastic.
and here's Perfect 10.
Are they still funding?
Yeah, they're
Is
kind of
this-
new-ish, I think.
Is this the final one where they have a collected edition? Because he's
Yeah.
not doing 10 issues. He should have done a perfect 10 issue run.
Yeah, that's funny. And Frog G. Frog G looks amazing.
Yes.
Back that one.
There's a great synergy between Inkspot's coloring and Jason's. I'm sure he would call it scribble, but it's very evocative, very impressionistic. A lot of energy in his style.
Here's my
There he
Frog
is.
G.
There he is. Ruggook.
See ya,
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah, Henry was mentioning Canva, and I guess that's a different art program on like the iPad or something. I've never used it. I don't like Procreate. Everyone likes Procreate. It just seems like I'm sure it's a good program, but from the outside looking in, it looks like, oh look, Mom, I can draw on my iPad. The program.
Yeah. It's always fun seeing Jared do other characters because he has such a distinct style. So it's like, I'm always like, I want to see this in Jared's style. I want to see this in Jared's style.
Hmm.
So then he does Wingless. Like, I want to see Jared's Carnal sooner or later, you know?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to happen naturally without asking, but I'm obviously looking forward to that too.
I stole it from, I ruined it, Jake, because
No,
I drew him.
I've always wanted to see your version of him too.
Yeah. But it might not happen anytime super soon because I already drew him. So
You
Jared,
did it.
Pear already drew him, so why would I? Oh, I like this cell shading too. This is cool.
Right.
Cell shading like this style, it kind of looks better, I think, when it's like done more fast almost, like the way you're doing it.
Hmm.
But,
Is this a variant on the fill tool or a variant on the shape tool?
It's in the it's in the shape tool section. Because I think it's just in there. Like I don't think I had to make a custom tool or anything.
So you're just drawing shapes, but it just does it within the selection that you already have?
Yeah. Yep.
Neat.
Yeah. I kind of wish I had heard about started using this like back when I was doing some flatting for something that had a lot of extreme it wasn't like a clean shape. It was more like just a lot of open lines and stuff. So trying to make a trying to use the magic wand tool to get to kind of get in in the to try and get in the shapes wasn't very efficient. So I had to do a lot of it manually. So and I've seen a lot of people. I think a lot of flatters are might use a similar tool to this, or either that, or they'll use just a regular lasso tool and do
That's what I was
a
doing. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
or do an do a command fill.
Mhm.
But that's a vector shape, right? In the end, so you can adjust it. I suppose you can't smudge that
For the You mean for the flat or for the line?
for the shading that you were doing.
Right. I think with Clip Studio, I don't think it can I don't think it can do a vector fill
Okay.
like
Okay.
Illustrator. I think it's just line.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I tried drawing sound effects in Clip and then trying to bring the vectors over into Illustrator so it could be with the rest of the lettering. It was not good. It did not work.
yeah.
I really wish I could show what I'm doing. So many spoilers.
Mhm.
The Connell's so dense with fucking shit that happens, it would just ruin to show any page. Because there's no page when nothing's going on. There's always. I realized every double page spread, the story there's a transformative moment every spread.
Oh, in the dialogue or whatever.
In the visuals, it's all
Yeah.
baked into the visual. There's always something big happening.
Oops.
Critic grades just show a zoomed out version of only the word balloons. Oh wait, yeah,
I did do that.
did do that.
Wait, what am I doing?
I mean, I could. Oh, actually, no. I actually could just turn off the things, and I guess I could show the sound effects. Okay. I could put that. I could share window and this. Okay. I have now shared what I was doing. You could switch to mine for a second, then come back if you want.
Oh yeah. Wait, what am I doing?
Look, it could totally ruin everything, but I can turn off white text, and I could turn off, where's black text?
Why are there so many layers? Is it
It's-
just every?
They have effects on the layers. It's so it can change some stuff all at the same time. But yeah, look, here's some of the sound effects. Look, here's a craw. Get rid of that guide. A
Oh,
thump.
so you have to make them look like text clip art to make it pop, but you're hand drawing it on top of that.
Kinda. No. This is just I'm hand arranging the letters instead of warping them too much. But yeah, it's just simple gradients and colors. There's some screening. The blue text is like a special voice. I was very happy with how that came out. Look, I love the fucking love hot speech bubbles that happens a lot in the book, and I love this varied line thickness across the bubble. Is there anything else? Oh look, it's got some special orange text. Oh no, that had text in it. Like here's some bounds, some bound,
Wow, wow, wow. Cool.
some ha-has. And look, this is translated text. So if I turn white back on, because I think these pages are public, and the black text back on, like, look, this is the seedling, the seed shaman talking, but it's been translated from seedling text to there's just black
Yeah,
with
that's
white.
cool. Yeah, it's funny. I kind of like the look of just flat with super minor gradients. I want to do a comic just that style at some point.
Yeah.
Cool. I got to get going here.
Show the final of what Jared's doing.
Yeah, so let me see. Oh yeah, Jared's got some colors. It's looking really good.
Go back, Hotel Story. That's the point of the stream. If you haven't backed Hotel Story, go and
We're
do it.
hoping that people will see how nice we are for drawing all this fan art. And we're not shaming direct people that we're drawing it for, but more people who just come in, stumble across it. And they're like, oh, look at these two pillars of the community right here.
So charitable.
Yeah. So if you feel that way, if you feel like me and Jared are pillars of the community, the communita, if you feel like reading a good book, that's a classic pitch. Hotel Story. Here, I'll throw up this thing one more time. Boom, 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 right here.
It's a Gestalt entity, guys. You need to experience the flow of the story.
Yes. Bonus comics. But yeah, 11 people watching. Thanks everyone for being here. Check out Carnal too if you haven't. Check out Hotel Story, Wingless, Frog G, Perfect 10, Relentlessly Bullied Hero, and Hotel Story.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to end the stream, but I'll chat with you guys just for a second behind the scenes too.
Cool. Bye, chat.
Sure.
Thanks for
Bye-bye,
watching.
everyone.